Hello, my name is Roger Rudd, and I'm here to talk with you briefly on interpersonal communication. This is a class in HSCO 508 at Liberty University. In this outline, I'm going to briefly give you a detail of what I'll be speaking on. I will do an introduction, I'll do a definition of what interpersonal communication is, identify our overreaching goals, a definition on enlarging the conversation, background descriptions on how communication blends impact a conversation. I identify the potential barriers in interpersonal connections, deals with the potential barriers, identify and provide a solution to the noise pollution, and then I tell you my plan of action or how I plan to overachieve on some of these goals. The definition of interpersonal communication. John Stewart defines communication as a continuous collaboration provided of nonverbal and verbal meanings. You'll learn how one person completely controls a communication. One person do not control a complete communication event, that no one single person can be blamed for communication outcome. You learn about how choices, cultures, and identity figures all into communication, and how the most original communication events, conversations, are the most influential. Me personally, we did in class what you call a uniquely you, describing who I am. And that was very good, because actually, to me, the profile was pretty dead on. First, there are two parts of it, and the first I would like to speak on is, this is expected of me. They got me classified as a C, a SC, or a CF. It's typical people expect you to do or be submissive or competent. You tend to be very passive. You think people expect you to be more withdrawn or opposite of being outgoing. You are shy than others, but you're not antisocial. You like people who are individual based, and most people tend to regard you as a good friend, but you don't seek to be center of attention. You don't think people want you to be popular in a crowd. But loyalty and close to individuals, you also think people want you to be cautious, calculated concerning tasks. You like to do one thing at a time and do it right the first time. That's what people expect of me. My behavior blends. Behavior patterns allows to express your personality that makes showcase a pattern in a way one thinks, act, and feel. Carbonell, 2008. Personally, who I am shy. I'm very soft-spoken, but I am not shy to its crippling. I am not passive to its point, to its crippling. But I do enjoy people that I do likes to listen to what people have to say. Now I would like to talk about enlarging the conversation. Once I would like to talk about empathy listening and flat brain. Empathy listening. To apply empathy listening, one requires a normal skill set, which enables one to focus, reflect, and encourage one another during communication. Empathy listening. Here are a few things that actually goes along enable you to apply empathy listening. Don't be judgmental. Give the person your undivided attention. Show that you are listening carefully. Restate and paraphrase what the other person is saying. And ask follow-up questions. Flat brain. Flat brain is a statement known that was given by Peterson. This mixture emotion pressed the heart, tuning in with the Greek likeness of appearance, relating our communication capabilities south. The upward engagement makes our brain flat, forcing our thoughts, hearing, sights to kill them. At this point in time, when our brains are flat, we are not able to think, see, hear, and act sensibly. And this results in our system of getting out of control. This in turn affects the way in which we communicate. Flat brain theory of emotion by Dr. Jim Peterson. I watched a movie that, the class had a movie to watch, Fireproof, and I thought it was one of the greatest movies I've seen. It's a Christian-based movie, and it speaks of two characters, Kirk Cameron and Erin Bethers, maybe it was. And it's about these two married couples, and they engage in their communication. Each one of them actually, throughout the movie, was never quite able to hear what the other one was saying. Or they heard the argument, but actually they did not hear the meaning of what they're trying to portray to one another. In flat brain theory, that's exactly what happens. It doesn't allow us, because our emotions and our theories and our things get all out of whack, till we are only hearing what we're saying. Like a lot of times I was reading the Stewart had mentioned that anytime that you hear folks say, yeah, but why? You can pretty much take out they haven't heard anything that you said. I'm an African American, come from a two-parent household. I'm the second youngest of 4 kids, educated and reliant, soft-spoken. I'm determined in life, strong-willed, and I'm a child of God. My positive influences, I adjust well, family values, strong family support, wise and intelligent. But my negative influences, I'm not a team player, pretty thick-headed at times, and I take too many risks. And sometimes I can get over goal-oriented. How would I deal with these barriers? Helping skills a human service worker, be a relationship and encourage productivity. This is another one I was assigned reading. My plans of action, make my support group. I have a support group. Reflect on things that I've learned from the course. Listen to attention, practice listening, empathy, send a lot of posts in our conversation, respect the other's feelings and emotion, and manage my time better. This is going to wrap up my section of interpersonal communication. I thank you for listening. Disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in this video of YouTube are those of the speaker and the producer, and does not necessarily reflect the views held by Liberty University. I thank you.